Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Dr. Stone. Last time around we had Stone World: The Beginning, where basically it seemed that Tsukasa had killed Senku, and Taiju made it over there, and he, Yuzuriha, and, well, what was left of Senku, managed to escape from Tsukasa, and they noticed that They realized that Senku may have been leaving a clue as to how to potentially revive him, because there was a little bit of stone still left on the back of his neck. So they poured the healing liquid on it, and it broke. Now we just have to wonder if Senku will actually revive. In the meantime, we did actually see how Senku was revived from the stone in the first place, where he first began in the stone world and encountering monkeys and creating fire and using the power of science to his advantage. So yeah, that is pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Dr. Stone. Here we go. Sweet. Primitive girlfriend. Sweet. New YouTube channel coming soon. Primitive Girlfriend. It's a spin-off of Primitive Technology. Oh boy, oh boy. Cool! I like her immediately. Man, the only thing is that she is best girl competition, so... Oh well. Alrighty. So, okay, I said, I'm hoping this Tsukasa arc finishes soon. Clearly we've got more to go, so... I mean, that was a bit naive, obviously, and it's fine. Obviously, it's good. I'm just like, man, let's... I don't know, at least now, like, something is... I don't want to say something is happening, because things have been happening. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, I don't know. Well, okay, I feel like we're not, just flying by the seat of our pants here, Like, we're actually going. We're actually doing something. We're gonna get somewhere now with, making some headway within the war with Tsukasa. So. Oh, boy, oh, boy. So, yeah. Interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. So that's an interesting thing. Just starting off with the concept of, the revitalization, the depetrification is actually good. It does seem to be a very good thing to have happen to you, but that's the thing, is just like, was this just something that went wrong? I mean, it could be. What if that's it at the end, is just, this was just science gone wrong, Maybe there was no malicious intent in this. It's just, maybe someone was trying to help humanity. You've got this, what seems to be this kind of cure-all, this cure-all of depetrification. So, maybe that was supposed to be, or maybe it was supposed to be an immortality kind of thing. I don't know, but yeah, I would like that, though. I would actually like if that was sort of the case, where it was just sort of something good had gone wrong, basically, So yeah, that is an interesting thing. I don't know. It could make sense. It's just a scientist who was trying to do good and did wrong. I mean, I guess it depends. Maybe it's two things. Maybe it's a scientist was trying to make someone better, was trying to make something good for humanity. But maybe there was someone else who was malicious, who wanted to destroy humanity. I don't know. We don't really have enough information to really speculate on what it could be. So we'll just have to find out some other time. In the meantime, we have the war with Tsukasa, which is interesting. That we now have to form the scientific rebellion in order to face him. And he's going to be waking up. I mean, here's the thing, is, well, okay, he will have an army, because there will be people that agree with him, and I guess the thing is, if there are people that don't agree with him, he's going to kill them, He's probably just going to kill them, so, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It almost kind of feels like he's at the disadvantage rather than Senku. Because Senku, well, first off, Senku may have just stumbled into a, sort of Stone Age tribe, thanks to Kohaku. But at the same time, it's like, Tsukasa, he needs an army in order to do this. If Senku does make good enough weapons, I mean, it's the same thing that, we had just a couple episodes ago where it's like, well, if Senku can get enough gunpowder and get a gun, he can just kill Tsukasa dead, So that's the thing. It's like he needs all the help he can get. He needs all the help he can get because he's not a scientist. Like, he knows the revival fluid now. He knows how to make the revival fluid now, but he is otherwise not a scientist, So that's the thing. It's like he needs all the help he can get. But, again, I do feel like he's at a disadvantage because, first off, he can only take young people. He's not taking anyone old. But second off, there's going to be a likelihood where the people he revives are going to be like, no, I don't believe what you're saying. I don't agree with what you're saying, and thus he might just kill them. Like, I don't really see him trying to let them go. If he was willing to kill Senku, but then again, Senku was in a position to stop him. Senku was in a position to stop him, whereas everyone else might not be. I mean, we've got this whole thing where Taiju and Yuzuriha are going to be spies. They're going to infiltrate the Tsukasa nation, basically. But he might leave them because they are not actually a threat. Now, Taiju could be a threat if he went all out, but he's not going to do that. He's proved he's not going to do that, So that's the thing. It's like, unless he finds a threat, and even, I guess you could say Kohaku wasn't a threat to him, It's only Senku who is it's only Senku who's a threat, and to him, he's dealt with the threat, so maybe he could just leave them on their own and just try to build up an army, not kill unwilling soldiers, basically. So, I don't know, but so I guess that's sort of the thing that I've got now. It's just like, it feels like Senku is at a huge advantage, especially now. And this is an advantage he didn't even realize he was going to get, is having Kohaku and her, if she has an entire tribe, which, I mean, it makes sense that someone else could be revived, Like, Senku was the first, and then he was able to revive, he was eventually able to revive Taiju, and then together they created the solution itself to revive Tsukasa and Yuzuriha. But yeah, so now, I don't know how long ago, there's 3,700 years, maybe someone, I mean, what if it's, see, I don't know, what if someone wasn't turned to stone all those years ago, 3,700 years ago, and the thing is, you would need two people to propagate the new species, and in 3,700 years, that would be a lot of, people, so it can't be that someone survived the petrification 3,700 years ago. It must be that someone, maybe 100 years ago or so, created, or someone, 100 or a couple hundred years ago, was depetrified. Maybe they'd have to find someone else, though. It has to have a base of two. It would have to be a man and a woman. You can't propagate the species any other way, And I mean, if it's two dudes or two ladies, I mean, you can have a good time, but you're not going to be creating a new, So, and that's the thing, is if someone was depetrified, then they weren't scientists. They don't know how it happened, but all they could do was just hook up, have kids, and basically create such a primitive tribe that eventually leads to Kohaku. So, or she was depetrified and she was always like that. I don't know, maybe she's just such a podunk hick that she didn't even, that she was like this before she was petrified. Probably not, though. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, but Senku at least has an ally now. And he was looking for her anyway, so luckily Tsukasa didn't kill her, and he was able to save her and get her love, basically. Like, get her admiration completely of, just persevering and solving a problem step by step. The wisdom of Archimedes. Archimedes nuts. Sorry, I am a child, clearly, at 28 years old, but yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I like her. I immediately like Kohaku, and I'm curious to see where we are going from here. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see... It's weird without the... I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, there we go, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Dr. Stone reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.